Alrighty, guys, it is 3:30 this Friday, March 6th, and well, today has been a pretty sloppy trading day. Not much going on right now. At the very end, at 3 o'clock, we got a little bit of selling kick in. They started knocking it down, but man, it's been at the knockdown drag at all freaking afternoon. I didn't do any training this morning. It was too sloppy, so I guess yeah, I'm not kind of trying to catch this one at the end either. So. Kind of so focusing on some other stuff. But man, it's news came out this morning. The employment situation came out negative. That's kind of a new one. And of course, the retail sales negative, but still better than they thought. So that's overall a decent a retail report. However, as you can see, we are getting weakness. We are down below this area, the 6760s, and we are pointed lower going into the overnight now. Unless they get the bargain hunt kicking in and they snap back here in the last period of time, we're going to be starting this on the short side of the market, looking to sell strength. And we have a pretty good spot to sell against, right up here at against 66.75. So I would look to sell against. Probably I'm going to put an edge around about that mode at 67.70, and then one up here at 67.80. One two edges right there for tomorrow for overnight. But pretty much looking to sell strength at this point, unless they for some reason have a big rally going into the close, which certainly can happen. But right now, I think it is more of a risk-off mode going into the weekend with everything which is going on. So no trades on my part. And with the news, they took it lower, and then they were going back and forth. And you can see here, I mean, this has been right at the old. This is your news. It started running it lower, and then this whole thing has been nothing but sloppy. One nice run here from 10 up till 10:30, and then one decent run here at the very after 3 to 3:30 now going on right now. This little run down here. So we will see how that turns out, if they're going to snap back or if you're going to see further weakness going into the close. But starting off range bound with a bias to the downside the way it looks right now. And the same thing with the Nasdaq. Nasdaq is all the way down here at the 24,600s. So looking pretty gnarly, heading lower, and I would just same story there with the Nasdaq. It's been pretty sloppy most of the day. A couple of nice runs, but I mean that's haven't tried to be trade. I haven't tried trading this at all today. I was actually looking at this channel. It started looking pretty good here, but as usual, by the time you see the channel and they're looking good, it's almost late. Now this one here was almost. I was looking at this thing here. It's like I wonder if this is a fake out because it looked like they're gonna try to take it higher. They're popping, and then boom, the sell off. They tend to do that. They tend to suck you in by faking out the direction and then reversing it. But both the ES and Nasdaq did that. That was pretty interesting. And I wasn't going to do either of them. I was just kind of watching it on the side of my eyes, kind of see if anything was developing. But I didn't want to chase it on the way down. That when they started moving, it looks to me like we're going to get some pretty good selling here going into the close. So starting from the short side, guys, looking to sell strength in the overnight. Bond market also all over the place. A lot of range in the bond market today. Nothing really set up the way I wanted it to, but sometimes this is a decent trade when it run up like that and totally reverses it. But you don't get this kind of setup very often. So when it goes straight up and then it's like straight back down again like this, that's very unusual. So I didn't trade any of that, and nothing here on the way up. I was the last update. We were looking at this move right there for a potential retest failure. And I was almost thinking about hopping on a long trade. I didn't want to chase it because you didn't get much opportunities. On the pullback here, it happened pretty quick, so I didn't miss those two. But so I kind of missed this whole thing. And I didn't want to get engaged over here either. It stalled pretty good here going into the 2 o'clock hour. That would have been a short trade. And I kind of missed that. I wasn't paying attention any longer. That would have worked out pretty good actually. So, but at this point, that's where we are. So I would say range-bound bond market is pretty volatile right now. Back and forth it goes. But we haven't, as you can see, we're right smack in the middle. So I haven't really moved direction a whole lot today. So I would say range-bound bonds going into the overnight. It looks to me like it's going to be interesting to see how this conflict shapes up over the weekend. Where the risk off is coming from. Oil spiking up to over $90 a barrel, so that's not a great sign. But not everything is what you can expect given what's going on there. So We will see. Yes, watch the news and see what happens, and then we'll go at this again on Monday. Now, remember, I just heard it on the news. We're springing forward, so we're going to lose an hour's sleep going into Sunday, as you know. So winter, summertime kicks in this weekend. All right, guys, we'll leave it there, and I'll see you back bright and early on Monday. You have a great weekend. Later, guys.